Hello everybody, welcome back to Starkey Form Said. So I want to cover a topic I think is very important. Can ex-felons vote? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can, but there are a couple of steps that you need to do. First, and the reason I'm doing this video today is the last day to get your voter registration completed, to my understanding. And I should have done it early. I apologize, I've been very busy. First, you're going to have to refill out the voter registration form. Now, if you were on paper, regardless of what it was for, and you are currently off paper, so you're not on parole, you are not on probation. Every state's a little different, to my understanding. But what you have to do is, it says here, this office has received information that you may have been convicted of a felony or you are currently under an order of imprisonment. That was from like 15 years ago. So most of you know, if you followed me for any time, my husband and I have only been clean and sober for 4 years. So obviously, even when I got off paper, I was not concerned about being a responsible American again, right? Like, I didn't care about much. I was on drugs. But because God gives you a new life, you can get your voting back, folks. And I am proud to say Samantha will be voting in the upcoming 2024 election. I got my registration back. So it goes on to say, in order to register to vote in Louisiana, the law requires that you appear in person at this office of the registrar within 21 days after the date on which this notice was mailed to show proof why your voter registration should not be suspended. If your registration is suspended for conviction of a felony, you may be reinstated by appearing in person at this office of the registrar with a voting rights certification form from the appropriate corrections official showing that you are either no longer under an order of imprisonment or that you are still under such an order, that you have not been incarcerated pursuant to that order within the last 5 years, and you are not under an order of imprisonment for felony conviction of the election fraud or any other election offense pursuant to RS 18:1461.2. So every state is a little different, folks. Of course, I could prove all that. Got my voter registration card in the mail today, and I'm super excited. But I wanted to share that with some of you that are just getting your life back from whatever had you going crazy. Make sure you were able to vote, because every vote counts. I know the popular thing here nowadays is like, your vote doesn't count. So stupid that you think your vote counts. Well, guess what? I worked hard to get where I am. I worked really hard to get where I am. To have all my kids back in my life. To be able to drive down the road with my license reinstated and insurance on my vehicle. To not double check my review mirror every time I see a cop pass, because the old fear of, oh my gosh, there might be a warrant. Like, God has created in me a new creation in Christ. And this is not just my right, it's my civic duty. And I made sure that I was prepared to vote in the upcoming election, because you know why? America needs the Christians and the ex-felons to stand up, folks. Hey, did you see all the things Kamala Harris did when she was Attorney General to people who had even just simple charges against them? Did you see what she did to parents for truancy, even when their children were sick? Do you really want her as your president? Did you guys not see the video that Squirrel Tribe just put out about Tim Walz? And the things coming out about him when he was a school teacher and inappropriate things he did with children. Children. 17 years and under. Some of them 14. Those are babies. There's a reason they can't drink or drive a vehicle or own a firearm or fight in the armed services at 14 and 15, because they're babies. So your voice needs to be heard. And I'm here to tell you, if you have a past, let it be in the past. Recreate yourself. You deserve a second chance. I'm giving you that. I'm telling you it's okay, friend. Your voice deserves to be heard. Get out there and vote.